Hi folks, Dave Woodard, the man from the East. I am going to give you an alternate universe scenario of the big reveal. Okay? Been watching some of the other channels, seeing the new information that's coming out that actually lines up with my alternate universe. So I just want to put out a little bit of information about the things that are coming out in other people's videos. Okay? Just so you understand that this timeline will eventually show you what really happened here. And I've already explained all of it. So that being said, anybody who has been a searcher in the Forrest Fenn treasure hunt, you may want to watch this video. I'm just putting it out there for some of the information I'm going to be giving you. So now, the big reveal from Jack and Shiloh, I do not believe that's going to happen. The reason why, the big reveal that they are supposed to give, or they were supposed to actually give last year in 2021, August 22nd was supposed to be a big reveal. And they postponed it. But they said it was because of court things. My alternate universe, it's because of the information that I was putting out. And as a lot of people that have watched my videos know that I have some people that just kind of come back on and they come back on and just say certain things about my video to discredit it and to tell me to stop picking on Shiloh and the family. I call it like I see it, okay? In my universe, I can pick on Shiloh. I'm probably not going to pick on Shiloh in this video, so if you people that get upset over it, you'll be all set this video. But I will explain some of the things that he's done so you understand a little bit better on this timeline. So my universe of what's going on with the big reveal, they're not going to come out with a reveal. Jack and Shiloh are just going to... Jack has already said, I will never say where the treasure was because we know Jack is a front for Shiloh in my universe. So, that being said, Jack is out of the picture. People bring him up in the other videos. There's no reason to bring Jack up. That Jack found it a year earlier or back in October. Jack was just pulled in to be the front man to turn in the treasure chest. So anything Jack Stoof says, it holds no validity. It actually lost validity once Jack said that maybe he found the year before in October. So they're already changing their story. They've watched my timeline come out of my solve, of my map, of my answers on the quotes, on the hints, and on the clues. They've watched it all. They've learned that they cannot counter attack the real true solve from Forrest Fenn. Okay? Again, folks, this is my universe, so if you want to come into it, you're welcome to. But you're going to see this is all going to work out in order the way that Forrest Fenn has come forward and let you know. 2019, he was sending Dale emails, and then Dale and Cynthia did an interview with him, right? The interview you're learning about now that tells you that Forrest Fenn knew somebody out there had solved it. He didn't know whether or not the guy retrieved it. That is me that I've been saying for the past year and a half. But nobody wanted to listen. So, again, the people that want to join this universe, you can find out what the actual truth is. Like I've been saying it's going to happen. So, Dale and Cynthia gave information out about the interview. The Forrest knew one guy. He's waiting for the emails from one guy to come back to him. And he looks for those emails about the actual solve. And again, this is October 2019. And I tell you, folks, that Forrest Fenn had already confided in one of the other searchers. He was confiding in Dale and Cynthia. And I believe those two are on a gag order where they're not able to say anything about what happened, but they're putting out information that's not really full information. But Dale, I guarantee that if Dale came forward in a court-ordered statement, he would say Forrest knew someone had solved it, but he didn't know whether or not he dug it up or not. So that's me, folks. I'm telling you right now, in my universe, it's me. It's all answered there. Again, so that interview, Dale's given out information, Cynthia's given out information about a certain guy that Forrest Fenn was waiting to see an email or whatever. Now, they cannot come out with the actual true solve that I put out. Okay, that was my strategy, to put out the actual true solve. So they can't say, well, he heard about this, or he took it, he stole it, Forrest told him about it. This is not going to happen. That was the strategy of what I did. What that led to is now they have to make up a lie, or they have to just say nothing, which is what they're going to plan on doing. Because every time you tell a lie, it builds into more lies on top of it. Confusion for all the community, all the Fenn community. So they're not going to keep coming out with information that's not going to make sense. And it's already showing up in some of Jack's statements about, oh, well, I found it. This is what I heard. Jack was saying he found it back in September or October of 2019, but didn't retrieve it until June. Okay, now that story's changed from what they put out, what they stated, what they actually stated as fact. It's not this. They're going to change their story, and I've told you people that this is going to happen. Okay, but I'm taking it in my universe that it's all going to come to fruition about everything I've said. Okay, so you folks know it is, and you will see. So I'm glutton right now. I know that this is all going to come out, and the people that have followed me and watched how I said this has turned out, you're going to see that it's all going to turn out time-wise. Thank you to Dale and Cynthia for putting that out. Whether or not Shiloh told you not to or whatever, thank you. And I appreciate, I watched Copper Dan to learn the information. So thank you, Copper Dan. But I know I saw in your video, you kept thinking that you have to find out information from Jack. You're not going to get any information from Jack. I can tell you that. And the same thing with Shiloh. You're not going to get any information from either one of those that's going to make any sense. Okay? Once people realize what really happened here in my universe, when it expands out, people will see. So I called checkmate on Shiloh and Jack because I put the actual true solve out. Now, checkmate to them strategically, they either have to disprove me by putting out the real solve is what they think they're going to come up with. And a lot of my videos put the information out of what they were planning. That's not going to happen. I can tell you, it's not going to happen. They cannot take Forrest Fenn's treasure hunt and put it somewhere else. So their only alternative is to just not say anything. That's the only thing that could possibly save them. But them doing that, I'm going to give the information out to everybody right now. And like I said, the people that have searched, you might want to watch this video. This is why. Because with them not saying anything, what ends up happening, okay, in my alternate universe, again, as I said, I have rights to that chest because I'm the one who truly solved Forrest Fenn's treasure hunt. Now, what I said happened about Shiloh taking the chest when Forrest Fenn confided in Shiloh, and Forrest was confused on why I didn't send him the information. Shiloh went out and dug it up at Palisades Cell. Okay? Now, this is my universe. Again, Shiloh dug up the chest. He has to hide it. Now that's why Jack is saying that he found it back in October. Shiloh dug it up after Forrest Fenn confided in Shiloh of where the final resting place was. Now Shiloh has to hide everything that's happened since then. Okay? So this is where the conspiracy comes in. And this is where they end up getting in trouble. Because Shiloh had opportunities to come forward to the actual solver and say, hey, you're the guy that solved it. My emails in my Forrest Fenn Innocent video that I sent to Forrest asking him, hey, you may want to rethink Wyoming. I know that it was in Palisades Cell. And Forrest asked me if you were the guy that came over, who the two people who came to dinner with us. And I told him Kent and Esther. So that was his cue. He went back to Shiloh, told Shiloh, hey, the guy finally contacted me again that found the Kent and Esther cross, and he's trying to communicate with me. There was nothing. They stopped Forrest Fenn from his emails. And then, by the time July 25th, I believe it was, my email, I finally got a response from Forrest Fenn a month before he was going to pass away. There were so many emails that Forrest Fenn didn't want to even deal with anymore because he was getting bombarded. And it was said he was getting bombarded back in October of 2019. So when I sent him the email, the certain name he was looking for, he didn't trust anybody anymore. He wanted to know who the two people were that came to dinner with him. And I told him Kent and Esther. So by the time I got a response over a month later, after Shiloh took over Forrest Fenn's email account, they told me the treasure was found in Wyoming. It had nothing to do with you, Dave. F for Fenn. They responded for Forrest. Forrest got blocked out. Forrest got blocked out of doing the return email to start to confide in me of what really happened. He got shut down, and that's why Forrest Fenn, when he said it was found by a guy from back east, which is me, under a canopy of stars, which is all the information I gave you of why it was actually Dancing with the Stars. The whole thing was Dancing with the Stars, and even the gypsies dancing under the stars. That I didn't realize that. Somebody brought that up later. You people are the ones who have the information to know what's going to clear and give information that closes this, that's put closer to everything that everybody has said. So I received that email. That was Shiloh's chance to say, Dave, you're the one who solved this. I want to contact you. But no, Shiloh sent that email to block the actual solver. So the solver got shut down. Now it's just Shiloh. Shiloh has complete control. Shiloh can say whatever Shiloh wants. Okay, this is my universe. That's what happened. Shiloh has complete control. So I call Shiloh out this year. I say, Shiloh, you're a fraud. You're lying. Disprove me. He sends his hound dogs out to disprove me. That's fine. I can handle those ding-dongs. The two twins there, Robert and James, the two boobs. Those guys and Bo Arrow, whoever Bo Arrow is, I've got their emails that they've given me over time that told me what they were going to come out with for information. Now, if they come out with that information, they're going to look even more guilty. That's why they're not going to come out with that information. They put themselves in a jam right now. And Jack is the one really pooping his pants because he's understanding now the situation that he's in. And that's why he's running to Puerto Rico or wherever he wanted to go. He doesn't want to answer anything because it's all incriminating him more and more and more. So Now that you people are learning the timeline of what really happened, of Forrest Fenn knowing that there was somebody that solved it in 2019, this might start making a little bit more sense how it all lines up and falls together and fits. So, Dale, you're the guy. You're the guy that Forrest Fenn confided in. And I know, I can tell you 100% Dave's alternate universe that Forrest Fenn let you know that there was one guy who solved it and he did not come forward. Okay? That's no reason I should get punished for not getting the chest at that time. If that's my call. And this is where it gets a little tricky, folks, because people are like, you should have grabbed the chest. Yes, I should have. I didn't have to. It was supposed to stay between Forrest Fenn and myself. Shiloh learning about it, Shiloh stealing the treasure chest, that put a whole different set of fraud on the whole thing. Now, again, I said I have rights to that chest in anything associated with whatever happens to it. Okay? So they've delayed this thing months and months and months about the reveal coming out. If I start a lawsuit against Shiloh for the actual treasure chest because he fraudulently took it from Forrest Fenn, which you're going to see more information come out. I guarantee it. I absolutely guarantee you will see more information coming out because people will finally step forward when they know actually what the timeline, what happened, how it all happened. When they start watching these videos, more than a couple of hundred people that do, you will see what I've said actually fits, actually lines up. So what that creates of me starting a lawsuit for the actual treasure chest or the proceeds from it, what it creates because of the fraud is it turns into a class action suit. Everybody that's gone out searching in the Forrest Fenn community that has copies of receipts for anything they did for the search all becomes a class action suit to get money back because Shiloh has created a situation where he stole the treasure chest from Forrest Fenn's community or searchers. Correct? Now we have a class action suit. So you have 300,000 people who are going to jump on board and say, hey, I searched. I want my money back for searching for a treasure that never was really there after 2019 because Shiloh took it before. And that's, you people will see. I absolutely guarantee you people will see. And that's why I'm smiling. Because when I said checkmate to Shiloh and Jack, that's pretty much what it is. They have nowhere to go. But if Shiloh admits the truth, it becomes fraudulent to every single searcher out there. So he can't. They're going to say nothing, but they need to come forward because you people need closure, right? So what I've created for you, like I said I would step up, is a situation that Shiloh admits it. He owes everybody money back for doing the search when the treasure chest was stolen by one of the family members. So this whole thing I've created here, and I set up, and I strategically did it in order so that they would trap themselves. Now you're going to see these stupid comments coming out from Jack. I found it last year in October. Well, why did Shiloh and you say you found it in June 5th of 2020 when you really found it in October? Because you didn't really find it in October. Shiloh did. Shiloh went and dug it up. And then he had months to plan all of this stuff that you're going to see is going to fall apart like a big house of cards. Thank you very much. I know you will see it. I've guaranteed it. I've explained it. Everything is there. And the ball busting, a lot of it is stopped. You people, I appreciate that. I don't go to your channels to bust your balls. I don't expect you to come to mine to bust my balls. ask me something. When you people hear about an email that came out of what the date is, I can explain most of why it happened, why it came out, and everything else. But the Forrest Fenn innocent video, that right there, that has so much information that you people can use in your timelines to know what happened. I'm guessing on their end what the situation was about how everything fell into place and who was hiding what. But I know, and I've told you, because Shiloh backed Jack, and Jack, you people know. You people know. I have expected you people to be very, very, very smart and open-minded about this. And there are people out there like that. There are not people out there like that. And I can't change their mind. I'm not here to change their mind. I'm here for closure for me. I'm here for closure for the Forrest Fenn community on what really happened in this treasure hunt. Okay? So I've taken responsibility of not grabbing the treasure chest. And that's what caused the shit show that we have right now, because Shiloh took the treasure chest from all of us. Okay? So we're all suffering of what the hell happened. Why does nothing make sense? I'm letting you know. This is the reason why that nothing makes sense until you know the actual true story behind everything that happened. And you, as I said, you will see my timeline of Forrest Fenn admitting, like saying, hey, I have a gut feeling the treasure chest is going to be found by the end of next summer. When he said that in December of 2017, it was right after November when I sent him the picture. I've seen a video already. Some guy said, hey, I found this in April and sent him my solve from somewhere far away, never went there. But he thinks it's him. People do that. They put themselves in the situations. But there's one person who will answer every single thing in order, how it all played out, and then who stole the treasure chest at the end. Okay, that's what this is all going to turn out to be. That's Dave's alternate universe prediction. People will start to see what actually happened when they start looking at what the real solve was, and knowing that Shiloh and Jack, they are the ones up in the front right now trying to figure out how to cover their ass. Because now it's not just a lawsuit from the guy who really solved it. It's a class action suit from every single searcher out there. Okay? That's what this is going to end up turning into. But I'm telling you right now, folks, I'm the top of the food chain. I get first dibs on whatever, because this is it. This is the actual solve. You people are going to see lines up and what we're all going to follow when we go back after Shiloh. Now, I don't think they expected this to go this way when I started this. They didn't expect me to keep figuring out more and solve everything. When I started putting my videos out last year in June, hey folks, I just needed to interject here. I know I said last year for putting my videos out in June. It was actually the year before I started doing my videos, just to get my information out there. I didn't put my face out there. And then finally I just kind of gave up because I didn't know who was behind everything that happened for the shit show. But now last year I did realize who it was by Jack being backed and by everything else that's come out. That let me know who was behind the actual fraud. So I just wanted to clarify that date. It was actually 2 years, a year and a half now ago, that I started putting the videos. Stopped for like 9 months, watched everything, learned, and then knew who to go after. So that's why we're at. All right? Thank you, folks. When everything came out, they just sent Robert McQuaid and a few other goofballs to try to shut me down. Well, that didn't happen. I was smarter than them, and I kept coming out with more information, more videos. And I have too many videos out there. But all of the videos I put out have information about the actual solve, and then more and more and more information that validates what I've said in these other videos. It validates it all completely. So I'm just letting you know. I covered everything that I wanted to cover. I got back from the gym earlier this morning. I wanted to put this video out for everybody to understand. In Dave's alternate universe, you're going to see this all work out. Okay? That's my promise. That's my guarantee to you. You will eventually see this all works out how I've said. What needs to happen next is the actual reveal coming out from Shiloh, which I doubt is going to happen. Or we push him to come out with the solve, because now he's been called out on the carpet for fraud. And that's what most of the Fenn community, the vloggers, they don't want to accept. They've gone to Shiloh for information, for looking for answers. So when you're going to the guy who stole the whole thing from you, it's hard to comprehend what's really going on, what you've really done, what you've really asked for from the guy who stole it from you. So you're going to see they don't have an answer. I've called them out. Everybody else in the vlogging community, you need to call out Shiloh. Jack knows crap about this, and Bill Gorman knows that. Other vloggers know that nothing Jack says holds validity, because he's already changed his story like I said it was going to happen. Now he's going back to the year before. This is going to come out. And think about who you really want to listen to. There's still people that don't understand where it all stems from. Where everything here all connects to one point, to one person. The person that Forrest Fenn was waiting to come forward. And Dale Neitzel can validate that. A certain vlogger I called out last year can validate that. I told you, there's people who can validate my story. So if they don't, it doesn't matter. What matters is if you understand it, you see the facts, you see the clues, you understand the hints, you understand the actual true solve. That's what's going to matter. That's what's going to call Shiloh out on the carpet from the Fenn community. So I've given it to you. It's up to you folks what happens here. And I've said it in my other videos. I want to know what the community wants to do about the fraud that's gone on. Should we start a class action suit? I have no problem doing that. 100%, I can tell you 100% how positive I am of how this all worked out from my solve. So all it needs to do is be put out there on paper with other people that can validate or no, you people, you are smarter than they are thinking you are. Don't let down Forrest Fenn. Okay, that's all I'm going to say. Don't let down Forrest Fenn. Use the information you have in the timeline in my universe. Okay, if you have knowledge, you can. This will come to fruition. I'm telling you. So Shiloh, the ball's in your court, man. You've been called out. Come out with the true solve that you're going to come up with, or come out with nothing, and then let everybody come after you for the information because you've been called out. I know what happened, and other people know that there's something fishy that went on, but just they don't know where to look. They're looking in the wrong places. Check with me. Check with my solve. Find out. That's how this will get solved. It doesn't matter if you people don't like me. I'm not I'm not here for the likability. I'm here to give you answers, to give you closure, to explain it all. Okay? And I've had a small voice for the past year. I finally figured out I've got to either step up and call people out and show people that I'm not here to play. I'm not here to mess around. I'm not here to talk about what you're going to have for dinner. And all these other 5-hour videos, they do not mention me, do they? Dave Paisano mentions me a few times. Good job, Dave. Well, the squeakiest wheel is not squealing because he needs grease. He's squealing to give you information. And do with it what you must. But the information is there. It is out. And they can't dispute it. I'm telling you, folks, when you understand the actual full solve that I put out, not just pieces here and there, when you understand everything together, you will go, yeah, this is, Forrest Fenn created this. I didn't create it. I found it. I solved it. Now let's get this out on the table on what needs to be done after. Okay? That's why I'm here. So do what you must. Put your comments in. Ask me questions. But let's get this completed, because there's supposed to be a big reveal right around the Super Bowl or the World Series of Fenn, right? That's when the big reveal is going to come out. Let's see if it really comes out, because this video is going to be out before that. And those guys are watching me like a hawk. You people have seen it. SD76 has noticed, like, nothing seems to add up with the way Robert is, the way Bo Arrow changed his name to a lone wolf. All these videos, people have downloaded them. I've asked them to, so they've seen all the confusion and all the lies and all the corrupt crap that's gone on. So let's do something about it, okay? Like I said, I've stepped up. I've been alone. There's been a few people who've contacted me, giving me information, which is great. Thank you so much. I'd love to put your names out there, but I don't want them hacking you, because they've already hacked one of the other people that I've talked to and dealt with. So let's get the information out there. Put the pressure on Shiloh. Forget about Jack. You people keep bringing up Jack. Oh, if Jack would tell us this, if Jack would Jack is hiding his ass in Puerto Rico to get away from what's really happened here. He's the fall guy right now. But when he falls, who do you look at who backed him? Shiloh. You people know it. Let's do it. Thanks. I'm Dave Woodard, the man from the East, the one who solved Forrest Fenn's treasure hunt. Thank you, folks. Leave some comments, leave some thumbs up, but this information needs to get out there. Thank you.